Hi, my name is Kate.
And I'm Bailey.
And these are our book boyfriends.
Welcome back. And today we will be talking about romance book tropes.
Yes.
Favorites, least favorites, maybe never read before.
Yeah.
Interested, not interested. Mm-hmm. Just before we get started, let's talk about what you read in April.
Okay.
Do you remember?
I mean,
what you maybe favorite or not favorite or anything?
So, the last time we did a wrap up, I was halfway through an audiobook, Children of Fallen Gods by Carissa Broadbent.
Correct.
Thank you. I have finished that. I'm waiting for book 3 audiobook to come out. I actually got it last week and then was like, no, right now it's not the time, because I was reading Happy Place for the podcast. So hopefully I'll be getting that early this week. But I also re-listened to Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I am like literally 10 minutes left in that book. Did not finish it on my drive. I pulled up to my parents' house. My mom was outside, so I couldn't sit in the car finishing it. So I've been, waiting. I'll finish that today. And then slowly chipping away at Way of Kings. That book is maybe going to be the death of me. But that's
then
all.
You got 4 more to go.
Yeah, and then you got more.
Yeah, I mean, so I mentioned in the last time we talked about the wrap up, my roommate is listening to the audiobooks, and he's already like halfway through the second. So I'm like, he's like, Kate, it gets so good. Like, it's getting so good. Like, you gotta push through. And I'm like, Brody, I know. I had to put it down because I wanted to put like all my attention on the podcast book. And so I haven't read it in like a week or so, but I am excited to get back to it. I think having taken a break, I'll come back with like a new revitalized energy towards it. You know what I'm saying?
Where are you at?
She can't say.
Why not?
After interlude 3.
I don't remember how many interludes are in that one.
4.
Okay.
I think 4 or 5 interludes. I'm past the halfway mark. Dalinar has some mental stuff going on.
Okay.
And Kaladin is finally showing some strength. Okay. That's where I am. I actually really like it. And you know how like some books have different POVs and you're just trying to get through one of them, and you're just like, ugh, I don't care about this person. So I actually, as of right now, I like all of them, but she hasn't popped back up.
She's not very prominent. She's obviously prominent in Way of Kings, but like the middle section she doesn't exist in. Yeah.
So I'm not back to her chapters yet, but I think I'll actually like her whenever I get to her.
Ben's wife, Jordan, loves Shalon.
Okay, cool.
So
that's encouraging.
Yeah.
I personally despise her chapters.
Okay. Well, I think I like what's going on, because what's going on like in her side of the world right now answers a lot of questions for what is being questioned on this side of the world, even though she's not the character that's actually answering anything. It's like who she's mentoring. I mean, who she's under, her mentor. Yeah, so I like her mentor more than I like her, but because I get to see her mentor in those chapters, I like her. You know what I'm saying? So it's not her. It's her mentor that I like. But okay, even just talking about it now, like I'm like, whoop,
you're like, wait, I'm gonna go read it.
Wait, I'm gonna go read it. So
just wait till the end of the book. And then you're just like, oh man, I'm into this world.
Really? Yeah. Is that what it'll take? Because it's good. It's just so dense.
That ever stops.
Probably not.
I was pretty hooked really quickly.
Okay.
But I think by the end of the book, like, you never get full answers until probably Oathbringer. You get a little bit more of like, oh shit, this is what's going on.
Oh my gosh, that's the 3rd, right? Oathbringer?
Yeah, but there's enough intrigue, I think, that keeps you going. Yeah. Especially through Words of Radiance. That was my least favorite of the ones I've read. But that's the top favorite for a lot of people.
Okay.
Because a lot of shit happens.
Okay.
But for me, it's heavily focused on Shalon's story. So I'm not a huge fan of Shalon. So
yeah, that makes sense. No, I've just been. It's really, really on my list for this year to get caught up in that Yes, I want to get caught up in that. Because I think those midnight releases, the characters that you would
you got
meet.
fucking years to get caught up.
The next one's not until 2032.
What did you just say to me?
2032.
So the next one in this series? Oh, I'm chilling.
Yeah, don't
I'll go back to
stress,
Mistborn
bro.
then. I'll go back to Mistborn for a sec. Because that also very good. But I've only read the first one. But I've heard the whole series is good. But yeah, I mean, I've just been pushing.
It gets real complicated and dense.
Yeah.
There you go. But you can also just read it at a surface level. You like it's like Lord of the Rings. Like you could read it for the story of Frodo taking the ring to Mordor, or you can know the lore of everything that's involved. It's really what you want to put into it.
I think
like that's any fantasy.
For me, I like dive. Like I genuinely really Lord of the Rings is actually on my list too, that I really, really want to get those done soon. It's probably not gonna happen this year if we're being realistic. But I love that story, the movie, so I can only imagine what the books would do for me, you know? I think I'll be annoying about it. Like really, really into it.
Well, then you can tell Bailey and she'll make you upset.
What do you mean?
With how much you just don't like it.
I've never read them.
I know.
But you didn't grow up with them, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I feel like it matters. Like, you've watched Star Wars, though? Did you grow up with Star Wars?
No, but I've watched it.
Oh, okay. All of them?
Mm-hmm.
What are your opinions on Star Wars? Oh, my gosh. See, the third episode...
I'm changing her slowly.
Yeah. The third episode re-releases in theaters.
I've got you to read fantasy, okay?
We're getting real technical.
We
We're
are
considering Harry Potter fantasy.
I mean, in the grand scheme, yes, it's considered fantasy.
It is.
But
Read that shit in middle school.
I'm talking hardcore.
This Brandon Sanderson is my first, high fantasy. Like, I thought Mistborn was really up there in complexity. Fuck no. That's, baby shit compared to this, which is crazy. Yeah. Now I know why. That Brandon Sanderson considers that a YA. I don't know. I don't know. It's all up. It's up there, man. But the third Star Wars movie, Episode 3, re-releases in theaters this week. Bro, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see that shit in IMAX, man. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I'm so excited.
I think my flaw was I read it, or I watched it. Someone told me to watch it in... Yep, you're going to get mad. Yeah, that's how I watched it.
In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who told you that?
I don't want to out this person.
I'll strangle him. What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure that's how I did it.
That's
not
craziness.
in release order.
That's craziness. My friend Riley just told me that the way that he watched it just recently, like a rewatch, not the first time, because there's different ways that you can watch and enjoy this. We are doing a rewatch because episode 3 comes out. So we started from episode 1 and then 2. And then after 3, I want to watch the Obi-Wan series on Disney. Have you seen Obi-Wan?
He doesn't give a shit about Star Wars.
I've never watched Star Wars.
I've
watched the first 2, episode 1 and 2.
Episode 1 and 2, not 4 and 5? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Are you serious?
I never watched it as a kid. Like, my family was, my dad was into fantasy, not sci-fi.
Oh,
so
we were all of it.
Lord of the Rings was my thing. Like, we watched that so much. And so, I never watched Star Wars. I know the story because I've played Lego Star Wars, the game.
Nice.
And obviously, it's been in pop culture enough. I know who Darth Vader is, the father, and all that.
Oh, father.
And, Luke's story. I know all of it. Minus, probably details. But
yeah, no shit.
I've just never watched it.
Wow, I thought I had an ally.
No, you don't.
I'll shut up.
I've watched more Star Wars than he has.
That's absolute banana pants.
Banana pants crazy.
Banana pants crazy. That, guys, wow. Well, this time round, I'll just tell you anyway, because whatever. This time round, I've really been paying attention to the score. Man, it really adds depth to it, guys. Y'all don't fucking care. But listen, if you ever watch and then rewatch, which you never fucking will now, listen to the score. Because it adds so much level of complexity to it, in my humble opinion. But, okay, listen, I grew up watching all of this shit. My family were nerds. The coolest nerds. Shout out, Mom. So, like, I grew up watching it, but I don't think I appreciated it. So now as an adult, I'm appreciating it. Man, that shit good. Anyways.
My house did not have nerd parents, so.
Oh, my kids are going to be little nerds, dude. With Aaron and I both, they're doomed. They're doomed. They're going to be the weirdest little kids. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so fun.
So the only thing I really watched was Harry Potter. Like, that was our shit.
Yeah.
I had that on VHS.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's about all I got. Didn't watch Lord of the Rings. Did not watch Star Wars. We just watched Harry Potter.
Did you watch Star Trek?
No.
I've seen it.
I've never seen any of that shit.
I never watched it like religiously, but I've seen it. But
y'all watch Doctor Who?
I loved Doctor Who as a kid.
Bro, Star Trek. You'll like Star Trek. It's too late now.
I'm not saying that I didn't like it when I did see it. It's not.
I do love Doctor Who.
Those aren't the type.
You would like Star Trek.
Those are typically not the type of stories I like. Just in general. Like, I understand why people like it, but.
We need to get back on our Doctor Who shit.
We do. We
paused for a bit. A lot of it.
It's been a hot
We haven't
minute.
watched it since we've lived in this house.
Whoa.
I think when we
We've been
moved.
watching other things.
Don't say it.
What, my favorite show ever?
Yeah.
Oh my God. What is your favorite show ever? You can tell me.
Severance.
Oh. Why not say that?
Because he talks about it all the time now.
I bring it up constantly.
I haven't watched it yet. But
it's so good.
how this season, like, the public,
We have feared.
you know, it was all over. I didn't even know it was a season 2. But when I saw it, I was like, wow, this must be really good. And then I saw a bunch of, like, behind the scenes stuff about, like, how much attention to detail the production and the design and everything is. That I was like, oh, I have to watch it because so much energy went into it. It'd be a waste if I didn't, you know?
Oh, it's so good. Absolutely amazing. Top 3 shows of all time for me.
Whoa.
Can you tell me what they are?
Huh?
What's the top 3?
Game of Thrones is in there.
Okay, fair.
What other shows have I watched? What?
Arcane?
I would say top 5 for Arcane. I think Arcane would be 5.
Is that the animated Netflix show?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Arcane. I have to look at TV shows. I don't remember all.
We'll come back to you.
Well, you're saying top 3 and you don't actually have that.
Well, I say that shit all the time. I'm like, it's a top 5. My top 5 rotates.
Your top 5 is probably 50.
Actually, if someone was like, Caitlin, like, gun to the head, write down your top 5, I need another piece of paper. Like,
We'll write everything down, then we'll get there. Did you have a least favorite book of the month? Yeah, that's right. That's how far we veered.
no, I mean, Red Queen, if I had to put a least favorite, it's that, but only because it's a re-listen. So, like, the first book sets the stage really nicely. The rest of the storyline is really, really good. Oh, really? So if you're going to read Victoria Aveyard's Red Queen series, get through the first one. It is good. There is a lot to it. It gets better. Like, it gets so good. I really like that series.
Okay. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. I feel like I had a really good reading month. I feel like I've had a really good reading year.
I feel like you've been on fire,
I know,
too.
I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my average rating, like on Fable, is like a 4.
Wow.
I don't think if I've ever done that in my life.
Yeah.
So, I was like, man, did this not keep me... First of all, Fable on the internet, trash. It is designed for your phone. There's like no... Like the internet version is like your phone.
Oh, that's how, like, Instagram looks on the...
Yeah, it's not made for this. And I tried to do something on here the other day on the website, and it was like, nah, you need to go to the app.
Oh.
I was like, that's crazy.
Pinterest on the computer, way better than Pinterest on your phone.
Yeah, average rating 4.
Wow. That's so...
I've had more 5 stars than anything, it says.
Wow.
6 5 stars. I'm probably too generous.
What the... I mean, the reading high is for... It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
I do go back sometimes.
So what were your reads this month? I mean, we still have a week and a half in the month.
True. Heir of Fire. So, 3rd/4th of Throne of Glass.
Yeah.
Loved that. A thriller book called The Life We Bury. I really liked that. Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. I think that would be my favorite, I think, that I would suggest.
You said, did you want to do that for a potential podcast book? Those of you who have read it, let us know if you want us to cover that, because she's trying to get me to read it.
It's like a YA.
And it's pretty short, too.
It was very short. I finished it in like 2 days, if that. Maybe we should do it. Yeah. It's very reminiscent of The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Which I
love. Like a YA version.
Cool.
I really liked it. And then I read Butcher and Blackbird. The serial killer romance thing. And then Happy Place. I'm in the middle of a lot. I'm listening to the second Butcher and Blackbird book. I'm reading Sunrise on the Reaping. The new Hunger Games novel. And then my book club book that is next week is The Wedding People. I haven't started it, but I am going to try to finish that in the next week.
Yeah,
so
I think we should do that for our October book.
Okay. Why?
The Wedding People. You're getting married in October. So we could do that for
I thought you meant Our Infinite Fates.
No. The Wedding People.
I think it's
really?
Not what you think it is.
Oh, I definitely thought it was like a romance.
I don't think so. My friend Morgan started it, and she said it starts with her going to hotel, and she like runs into a bride that's like getting married at this hotel that week, and she tells the bride like, "Yeah, I came to this hotel to kill myself." So I don't think it's what you think it is. I think
I redact my statement.
I was like, why the fuck?
I redact it. Okay, no, I definitely was just looking fiction. At the cover and was like, oh, The Wedding People, how cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little different.
Heard.
Anywho, I think Our Infinite Fates would be the one I recommend the most. Obviously Happy Place, but I mean, come on. Obvious. So other than that one, Our Infinite Fates for this crowd. Suggest. Least favorite? Probably Butcher and Blackbird.
How are you liking Haymitch's story? Or how far are you in it?
Far.
Yeah.
Maybe chapter 6 or 7. Like, we're not even in the games yet.
Oh, okay.
But it's fucking sad.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've cried a couple times.
Oh, wow.
It's sad as shit. Oh. Yeah. It's sad.
I know
A lot of people... She put a lot of little things in there.
Oh, really?
Call outs or, you know what I'm saying? Young Plutarch is there.
I've seen a lot of edits with Plutarch being like the main person in the edit, and I'm like, okay. Oh, he must be important.
Yeah, he's in it. Wyrus is in it. The old lady.
Yeah.
What's the old lady's name?
I don't.
From 4.
I know. I see her. I see her. Yes.
Didn't talk.
Yes. She's in it.
Those two are their mentors.
Oh, heard.
You see Katniss's parents.
Crazy.
Like as kids, like Haymitch was friends with her dad.
Stop it.
Yeah, so like all that's like in like the first like 5 chapters, like all these people and.
I will never read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because the movie was so trash.
I know. Someone tried to tell me the other day they liked it, and I was like, I don't know if I could ever do it.
No, but maybe if you like this one, I don't know. I mean,
I've heard Sunrise on the Reaping is really good.
Yeah.
It's made me want to read it, kind of, but I don't think I'd ever read Songbirds.
I think my boss is actually rereading the Hunger Games trilogy so that she can go back to read Haymitch's. I don't think she's interested in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes either, though.
Why would you be?
I mean, the idea of it
was a good idea, yeah.
Yeah, the idea of it would have been good, but I don't know. I just didn't like the plot. I mean, the way it was shot was interesting, like the cinematography of it. Like, like that was interesting, but the plot, I just... And I didn't like it.
It wasn't a good villain origin story, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the heroine enough. Her.
I see.
Like, I didn't like her.
Drugs?
No.
I see. I understand.
I didn't like that heroin.
I didn't like that.
No, I didn't like her enough to, like, care.
Not like her, really, at all.
My fear is, like, I would like the story. I don't think this is the case, but I also haven't read it, so I don't know. Where you see the lines of where we got to. Because, like, you know the end of the story. We know Mockingjay. We know the very end. I would want to see that these lines of, like, rebellion start and, like, threads are being picked up and why the Hunger Games, the first 3, became, you know, the rebellion itself. And I don't think that's really the case. Like, I think in the very first one... you see Cornelius, or however you say his name,
Cornelius.
How he like becomes, this bad guy or whatever. But I don't know how much Lucy Gray and like that whole storyline plays into the rest of the whole thing, other than the fact that it like made him grumpy old man.
Yeah, it didn't. There was not enough conviction.
Yeah, and then like Haymitch's story,
maybe the book's better, but
yeah, and then like Haymitch's story, like I feel like just getting his story is good, but also I want to see where it like we're getting to the point of the Hunger Games rather than just a character study.
Getting to the point.
Like why the plot in the Hunger Games is the plot and how we got to that point, not just a random fucking story about a random fucking character that actually like doesn't connect.
Stuff? Yes,
I'm assuming that happens because Plutarch's in it.
I think that does happen in Haymitch's.
Like in Haymitch, I like that would make sense because like things are starting to take place. But in the first one, that's 75 years ago.
Yeah,
like
70, but yeah.
Yeah, so like that's where I would like to see like prequels is, we're building to the story.
Yeah.
Like we're, laying the seeds of this rebellion. We're
like a true prequel.
Yeah. We're not just a character study. We're not just going back to listen to a random character.
I think that one, this is my opinion, that book was more to show how the Hunger Games became what it was. Yeah. The games, maybe not the rebellion, because like in the first, or that movie, you see how not elaborate the games was, and then President Snow is the one who started introducing these ideas to make the Hunger Games what it was, what we saw in the originals. Like I think it was to show the growth of the game.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like the world building aspect is probably important. Yeah,
I think that's what that one was.
Maybe it's just like my high fantasy mind where I want everything to have like this thread that you can pull on and be like, this led to this.
And like I said, maybe the book was better at all that, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the movie missed, in my opinion.
The movie, there were part 2, which I think you would bounce after that.
Yeah,
he became a peacekeeper and went to District 12. Mm-hmm. And during that, you did see a lot of people not rebelling, but like already...
Upset. There was a general line of
people being arrested, people being murdered for rebellious acts, people selling guns behind things' backs, and like making deals with peacekeepers to do sketchy shit, and like, so I think it was shown a little bit more, but you bounced.
Okay.
You bounced after the Hunger Games, and there was a whole
another hour.
Oh my God.
We paused to go pee, and it was like 1 a.m. It was like one more hour. I was like, I gotta go to bed.
I'm done.
Yeah.
But that's what I would think. Like, that's just what I would like from, like, a prequel.
No, I mean, even if you did stay through the whole movie, I feel like your opinion would still be the same, is that there wasn't that thread. There really was, like, a character study of Snow. But Haymitch, on the other hand, I think there will be...
I did like Haymitch in the original trilogy.
Oh, I fucking loved him. Maybe my favorite.
Peter Malark is my favorite.
Of course he is.
You already know.
I think we've talked about this before.
I'm a Peter girl. Peter Stan. Always and forever. Fuck, what's his butt?
Gale.
Thank you. I don't even know his name. I was going to say Glenn.
Wow. Only Glenn in my heart. Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell.
Anyway, that's my favorite... Oh, this maybe. So I said Butcher and Blackbird my least favorite, but maybe just the whole series. Like I'm reading the second one now, and it's also mid. Mm-hmm. I think I gave the first one like 3. Maybe 3.5.
It's very popular on like Insta social. I mean, books socials.
It's interesting.
I wouldn't like it, so I'm not gonna go into it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben. Ben wanted us to cover it, but I told him I didn't think you'd like it.
Sorry, Ben.
I told him I didn't think you'd like it.
It's a little too, from what I've heard, just a little too gruesome for my tastes. But you can convince me, Ben. I'll let you try.
Okay, you ready? Trope it up.
Why don't you ever ask me?
What?
Oh.
What you want us to read?
No, what I read.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What did you read?
No, it's fine.
No, I know.
No, it's fine. You don't think about me.
Wow.
Joseph, tell us. He's been reading a lot this month, actually. He's been going crazy.
So I finished the Bloodsworn saga, I think it's Bloodsworn Saga, which is John Gwynn's trilogy of like Viking-ish.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good. I finished the last book of that. I wouldn't say it's like the best series I've ever read, but it was really good. It did have a lot of like strong female lead characters, which was cool. Like the main female was like a badass warrior.
Nice.
And the last book did have some twists and turns. I read Edge Dancer, which is the in-between book between Words of Radiance and Oathbringer, which I don't think this gets talked about enough, but read the in-between books because Edge Dancer had so much.
Oh, okay.
Like, it cleared up something that I didn't even really think of when I read Oathbringer, but now, because like at the end, he's like, I wrote this because of this. And I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense. And then it introduces some deep lore that becomes very important.
Is there one before that?
No, it's Edge Dancer and Dawn Shard, which is in between Rhythm and War and or Oathbringer and Rhythm and War.
Gotcha.
And then I started Devil's Creek, which is a horror book.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm loving that.
Yeah, I can see where your bookmark is.
You've made it 2 or 3 days ago.
You've made a dent in that one. Wow.
It is got a cult that worships some cosmic horror that you just don't understand, and then it's very Stephen King coded, like small town Kentucky, multiple viewpoints of just like this town itself. Like you follow a main cast of characters which all derive from this cult in some fashion, and it's just so good. I also think we got it at Gardner's, and I think it was indie published.
Yeah, it was.
And it was a finalist for some horror
book
award. It's so good.
I think like some Bram Stoker
Yeah.
something or another.
Cool.
So if you like horror, I recommend that.
What was it called again?
Devil's Creek.
Caitlin doesn't like horror.
No, I was saying it for the viewers.
No,
I see.
I highly doubt you would not like any of it.
It's funny because like I work nights obviously, and Joe's like, "Why do I read this at night alone? I'm scared."
The last couple of nights it's been storming too, so it's like lightning and thundering, and I'm alone just reading this book, and it's very uncomfortable, like feeling.
Yeah.
Like it's very atmospheric. So there you go.
Perfect. What's your least favorite one, you'd think? Bloodsworn?
Probably that one, just because I have to choose one. But
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you rate it if you had to rate that? If you did, I don't remember
I
if you
think
did.
I rated it 4 on Fable.
Oh, wow.
The preferred app.
That was...
He'd be doing it.
Sponsor me, Fable.
Sponsor me.
I thought it was a dig at me not having Fable.
Oh, well, that too.
Yeah, because even Ben, last
Ben
time I
shamed you.
saw him, Ben shamed me. Like, he was like, we aren't friends on Fable. I was like, I don't have it. And he goes, what? I was like, I know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
You done?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Tropes.
What you got in your brain?
My biggest
Your no-note
opinion
brain.
on a trope.
Okay.
I love the one bed
Oh.
trope. What I hate is now authors are like commenting on the one bed trope in their books.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we all know what it is.
Leave it be.
Don't let your character, like, don't make him acknowledge that, oh no, we're victims of the one bed trope. Yeah,
That happened in something we did recently.
Yeah,
What
it
was
did. It did.
Variation.
Was it variation?
I think so.
We like survived the
cat.
one bed trope or something like that. I remember the line. But there was another book that I've read recently too where there was a one bed and they're like, oh my gosh, no way that we're about to fall victim to the one bed trope. I'm like, stop.
You
Stop.
are, and just shut up and do it.
And yeah, you wrote it. Like, don't make them acknowledge it. That's my only like wishy-washy. Actually, all my opinions are wishy-washy. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Like, I'm the most wishy-washy bitch I feel like there is. But no, I love the one bed trope. I hate when we acknowledge it in our writing.
I can see that. And with a lot of tropes, they're like, so there's never one.
No.
So there's a lot of intermingling. So has there been one that did it that you really liked?
That's a good question.
The only one I can think of is A Court of Mist and Fury.
Yeah.
That I like really loved. But
there's a one bed trope in that?
Elaborate.
A Court of Mist and Fury?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, you read it. I don't remember why, but at some point they're at this inn.
Oh, heard.
And they get a room and there's
yes.
one
and
room
the wings,
left and there's
the wings.
Wing.
Oh, and he came.
Wing.
Yep.
Oh.
I remember. He's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah.
That bit.
Okay, good. I remember now.
Okay.
Damn it.
That was beautiful.
Damn it. I'm never going to read a one bed fucking trope ever again and not think of this conversation. Damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Ugh, back to you.
Wow.
Whoa, that was craziness. Woo, shit. I can't think of an exact example of a one bed trope that I feel like did it well. I just know that every time it happens, I go, so. But I know I like
That's all I
it.
got.
Oh.
There was a trope call out in Wreck the Halls we covered. I don't remember what it was.
Fake dating.
No, was it?
Wait, no.
'Cause
Wasn't
she
that called
said-
out in Love Light? That's what I was fake dating called out in Love Light. I think one of the friends was like, "Are you really gonna do this?"
I don't remember, but I remember at some point in Wreck the Halls, she like gets off of a plane or something, and people are holding up signs of sorts, and she says something like, "Oh, it's like this trope," but I cannot remember.
Yes.
Did it say #1bed or some shit?
Yes. Hashtags. Yeah, something like that.
Because everyone's watching them.
Yeah.
But I don't remember where the bed was.
And I think that was the first time that I was like, okay, Tessa, we don't need to call it out.
Because I think they're...
I think it was one bed.
Okay.
I've got the hiccups. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Oh my gosh, I'm sweating now from laughing at
like-
Joe.
I was shit, what?
I'm literally sweating. Oh my god, that was so funny. Those of you who are listening, you need to go to the YouTube and watch that segment. I promise you, it's worth it. My goodness. Okay. Whew, that's so funny. Fake dating, though.
Yeah, that's on here. Fake dating / marriage of convenience. I feel like they're...
Oh, I feel like
The same.
They're the same. I love them. Eat it up.
Eat it up. Most of the time I like it.
Yeah. I can't think of an example where I didn't like it.
Love Light Farms, kind of. I did not, but...
Yeah. But that was like, they were in denial.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Aren't they always, though, technically?
I guess. Yeah, good point.
In a marriage of convenience.
Good point.
Unfortunately, yours, I liked that one.
Yeah.
The second Butcher and Blackbird book, Leather and Lark, or... Yeah.
That sounds right.
It's marriage of convenience.
Oh, really? No, I like it.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, same time next year. Is that what it's called? Same time next year?
yeah.
That was literally the whole thing, was Marriage of
Yes.
Convenience. Liked it. I liked the idea of it, wanted it to be a novel. I think I would have appreciated it as a novel.
Agreed.
Yeah, because it was just not enough.
Agreed. I feel like forced proximity is similar to one bed.
Yeah.
People being like,
Stuck together.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't really think of like a...
me neither, but I looked up a Reddit list.
Oh, did you? Love it. I'm ready for it.
Well, there was a fuck ton, and it was very specific.
Okay, just highlights.
I know, but there was like 60 or some shit. and I
Wow,
was
someone
like,
did their research.
Yeah, there was like baseball romance.
I think I
football
really
romance.
need to get into Reddit, y'all.
It's where it's at.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
it's not like appealing to the eye. Does that make sense? Like you kind of have to
It's
like
It's a lot.
You do have to curate at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like you have to, like when you start, like it's just a lot of randomness, but you do have to go in and be like, this is what I'm interested in, and start following certain things, and then your feed just becomes what you like.
Yeah, I think if I couldn't do it. I don't do anything casually. I feel like I go all in with everything. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. And then I burn out before it's done. LOL. But I think Reddit would be one of those things that I really could like get into it. But it's scary.
I mean, it's just like, it's basically personal blogs.
Yeah, you don't like post pictures, right? It's literally just like people.
It's like a fucking novel. Everyone's writing.
I mean,
a novel.
you can post pictures. It depends on the subreddit or whatever you're looking at. But for like me, I don't know. I'll just give it away. I follow like D&D subreddits. Sometimes people post like advice on DMing. I follow like NIH subreddit because that's pretty important to me at the moment. And they post a lot of news and updates of like what people are talking about, what they've heard, rumors and stuff. There's a lot of news stuff you could follow.
Actually, this is embarrassing. I'm going to say something about myself and y'all may judge me. I don't care. I used ChatGPT the other day.
I use it a lot.
Because I was like, yo, I want to get into like political knowledge because I need to understand what's going on. Like this is no longer an area in which I feel like superficial knowledge is okay. Where the fuck do I start? And ChatGPT can actually give you resources like check here, podcast here, blah, blah, blah. And you can curate it to be like, no, not that one. Like, okay, let's chill out on that a little bit. But maybe so a Reddit where I could read up on like how it actually is affecting people. I think that would be beneficial actually. Anyways, we keep straying. I apologize. Forced proximity
mind.
Reddit. Isn't that what you said that? Forced proximity?
Oh, yeah. That was just I can't think of an example, though. I guess I could have been sitting here thinking of one. Au pair affair, maybe?
Yes. That's a good one, actually. Yeah. Au pair affair. That's a good one. Forced proximity. Yeah, I really can.
Because they live together? Mm-hmm. That's all I got. I know. It's like, let's look here again.
I know. It's like...
Bride was a marriage of convenience.
Bride was a marriage of convenience. That one. Yeah, that's like an arranged marriage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a separate one on the Reddit.
Oh, was it? Mm-hmm. Arranged marriage? Mm-hmm. I see that as convenience, too.
Yeah.
Stopping a war or something.
There's benefits somehow. Yeah.
There is.
I guess variation was fake dating, too.
Yeah. A lot of ours have been on... Like, we've done a lot of fake dating, I feel like.
Damn.
Yeah. I like it, though. I know that's right.
Any other forced proximity you can think of?
I mean, the Allie Hazelwood that I'm thinking of, I think, is the first one.
Okay.
Where they're, like, sharing a lab or something. Is that accurate?
No.
Then to answer your question... No.
That one's fake dating.
It is fake dating. It is fake dating.
Maybe the second one.
Love on the brain. Does she work? Oh, yeah. They work together. I don't know. I feel like if you work together, that's kind of like...
Kind of like... Reddit said was a different one, like work.
Hating game is a good one for work-related romances.
I think that's like the one that always gets brought up. That's like actually only one I can really think of.
Yeah, I liked Hating Game a lot. I haven't watched the movie yet. I think I'd like it because I like Lucy Hale. But I really did like I really liked the book. Do you have any?
I'm sorry. I was looking at something on my iPad.
Wow.
What was the question?
Nothing. You just took a deep breath like you're about to talk.
Yeah, it did look like you were about to initiate an opinion.
No, I was looking at something. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. I was only half paying attention.
That's fine.
Classic.
I'm just here to drop some funny stuff occasionally.
Just drop some knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Wisdom drop.
Grumpy Sunshine was one.
Love a Grumpy Sunshine.
Me too. The only one I can really think of is Fangirl Down. Right at this time. Okay.
I can't think about that book.
Icebreaker, I guess, technically. But I think
is it?
Some people call it that.
Really?
She Be Grumpy.
She Be Grumpy?
That's what they be saying.
Wow. I love a She Be Grumpy. That's a twist.
Not now, but it was.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not really now. That's okay, though. Enemies to lovers, meh.
Oh, I love an enemies to lovers.
Yeah, but are they ever really enemies?
Cruel Prince.
Oh, okay.
They were really enemies.
Really?
Really. Yeah. Enemies to lovers, you could even say maybe Addie, but I guess she hated. What do you call it? Do you call him Luke or Luce?
Luke.
I say Luke too.
I would see why it would be loose.
Yeah, like Lucifer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never crossed my little mind.
I think
Never.
Addie and Luke could have technically been enemies to lovers, but there's the, oh my gosh, that book. Man, I could drop everything and do a reread of that book at any point in time. So good.
Read the other one. Our Infinite Fates.
Our Infinite Fates.
Yeah, I was like, what are you pointing at?
Where it is on your shelf.
Yeah,
back
but
there.
There's a lot of books back there. Addie's back there too.
Eddie.
Second Chance. I know you like that one, I
I
think.
do like a second chance romance. I really do. Would you consider Happy Place a second chance?
I guess.
Yeah. I think Happy Place would be a second chance
And there's
romance.
a one bed in there.
Every Summer After.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Love in Other Words.
Yeah.
Variation.
Yeah.
We
Love
clearly
them.
do a lot of that.
I love them. I also love Childhood Best Friend. I don't know if that's a fucking...
It's friends to lovers, but yeah.
Yeah, but like
child.
specifically Childhood Best Friend. Something, for some reason, you'd part, come back for some reason or another. You're like, ooh, you bad, And then it's like, love.
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 I feel like it's the same three we just said, though. Every
Yeah.
Summer After, Love in Other Words, and Variation. That's about all I got.
Yeah, but there was love before and before, and then something happened. Sometimes
Yes.
there's not love the first time around. It's only
Do you have a suggestion of one of those?
no.
Okay. I don't think I can't think of one that does that.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that is all that I'm thinking of is second chance, and it just happens to all be childhood love. So young and innocent.
I mean, how else could it not be? Like,
yeah, I guess.
you're in a second chance. It's like 60-year-olds.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying, though?
I would read one of those.
All right. You shit on me when I said I wanted that last time.
Your daddy romance?
Yeah.
Did I shit on you?
Yeah, what's it? She posted an April Fool's that was like a title for it. And she's like, just kidding.
Oh, rude. That's
I know.
rude.
I thought it was happening.
You actually sent me something on the 1st of April, and I said to you, I'm not trusting anything today. And you said, oh, shit. But it actually did end up being like real news. I can't remember what it was, though.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. So.
It was something book related. Yeah. It was just a bad day for them to post about it. Why would you post anything on April Fool's?
Truth.
Like, why? I don't believe anything that comes out.
They still go to market, They can't just go dark.
The second.
I'm just gonna not do anything. Love triangle, baby boo.
See, I used to love a love triangle. And like the dystopians of the good old days all had good love triangles. But now, I don't know. I think I just haven't read a good love triangle recently.
Yeah, I can't even think of. I don't think people really. I don't want to say they don't write them, but I have not read one.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Red Queen is a love triangle, like the Victoria Aveyards that I'm going through right now. But I would even say...
Oh, shit, I guess Lightlark kind of is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But is it... Yeah. Yeah, but like recent, like... Because even Red Queen, that's old and considered like publication date, So I used to like it, but I haven't read a recent one to be able to like stand on that.
Yeah, I felt the same way.
Yeah. Because we've talked, I think our intro episode, we talked a lot about love triangles. Oh, my favorite right now? Guess.
Shit. What?
Right now?
I'm sorry, hang on. I don't know.
You got it.
No, I don't.
No, you'll get
it's
there.
Blank.
This summer?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get back in. That is one of the... Yeah. We'll get back into it when it comes out. Summer I Turn Pretty.
Yeah.
When the new season comes out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
That one's really old too, though.
Yes, you're right. You're right. And it's
Like-
young.
Yeah.
It's a YA.
Yeah.
Name
Adults don't fuck with it.
Let me look in my brain.
I was
in my
like,
brain.
look where.
In my brain. Can I think of a love triangle that isn't a YA romance? No. Are there adult love
Addie
triangles
you
out there?
consider that?
I mean, yeah. Addie could be one. I guess One True Loves.
Yeah, kind of.
That doesn't even feel right because
crazy.
they're not like.
Yeah. Well, kind
You know,
of.
I feel like love triangles are also high stakes. But I guess Summer I Turned Pretty is not.
No. They're tiny little idiots.
They are tiny little idiots. Team anti-belly. Am I right?
Till I die.
I feel like love triangles is very teenage oriented or
Probably.
like coded.
I think you're right.
Because it hinges on the fact that this is the only person you can be with, which is a very teenager thing to be.
Like the teenagers are just like, oh,
Yeah.
it's detriment. Like, this is the end of the world is choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe grown-ups just get over that.
I think it gets
Don't
more
feel that way.
sophisticated.
Yeah.
Dating around is normal.
It gets more complicated, I guess. Because like a love triangle, I guess, as an adult would be, yeah, you're just casually dating. People.
We're all in love
Who will I
triangles.
be with? Yeah.
Yeah. As a teenager, though, you don't you know,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
it's different.
Ride or die. It's
For
your
real.
life. End of the world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe it is only YA. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think of how that would work as an adult because
Me too.
It's like
it doesn't.
It goes back to us talking about like we've been in relationships too long to know how dating works.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of like
I literally typed in adult love triangle, and Google's first suggestion is young adult love triangle books.
It said you made a typo, baby. You made a typo.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like as an adult in a situation where somebody's like, oh, I can't choose, I would just remove myself from that situation.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
Yeah.
This says it starts with us, but I would not agree.
Wouldn't know.
Did you not watch the movie? Oh. Okay.
No, it starts with us is the prequel.
I know, but...
Oh, okay.
Wait.
It's not a movie yet.
It's not the prequel.
It ends
Is
with
it?
us is the movie.
I'm aware.
It starts
ends
with us?
and then it starts with
I
us.
thought it starts with us as the prequel. Okay.
It did come out later, but it's the sequel.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
She's with someone else.
Oh.
I think It Starts With Us was supposed to be a movie, but I don't think that's happening.
Probably not now. It says Shatter Me, but that is young adult.
Yes, Shatter Me.
I'm
that
surprised
is
you
a
didn't say that because
banging love triangle.
banging.
So good.
One True Love is on this.
My God.
Give me more. That's so funny. No, it's not.
It's not a love triangle if they're all into
All
it.
together, yeah. They're all fucking each other. Anyway, not a love triangle at all. That's funny. One of the tropes on Reddit said amnesia, which I don't.
Hey? Oh, like that one Nicholas Sparks movie. Isn't there Nicholas Sparks?
There's about 400 of those.
Channing Tatum and
amnesia?
No, she did. What's her name?
No, the only Channing Tatum one's Dear John, right?
Stop it.
Or is he in
Okay,
another
well then
one?
maybe it's not Nicholas Sparks. There's a Channing Tatum movie where his wife loses. Yes, and she remembers being with somebody else.
What?
Yes.
I'm just gonna type amnesia,
Romance.
romance movie. Should I put Channing Tatum?
No, it'll pop
The
up.
Vow!
That's what it's called.
I
The
spelled
Vow.
amnesia wrong.
That's the only one I can think of. Like
Damn.
them waking up and being like in love with somebody else. That's crazy. Man, imagine. I can't.
No, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
But like,
do you
nah,
date
y'all
again?
broke up.
What are you talking about?
Y'all broke up?
So she remembers being with this guy before.
Yeah.
It's been that movie came out in 2012, so I don't remember
What?
shit.
It's a good movie.
That
Amy Adams, is that her name?
Yeah.
No, it's not Amy Adams. Who is it?
Rachel McAdams.
Ah.
Close.
I was.
They're all the same. I'm just kidding. They're not.
Amy Adams is the name of somebody, and I'm not picturing her, but...
Anyway. Oh, the girl from Enchanted, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Enchanted.
I like her.
I don't think I've ever read a book, though. The Vow, you're right. That's, I think, the only one.
I don't think I've read a...
I'd be interested in one.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah. I read a YA book once where this girl was in a coma, but...
Oh, If I Stay?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think she forgot everything.
No. I think she was conscious while in the coma. Yeah. And she was like deciding, do I die? Do I stay?
Yep. Do I die?
That was some crazy stakes for such a young mind to be.
I mean...
You know, did you read the second one ever? Do you know?
Yeah, I did.
Like Where I Went or something like that?
Where she went, I think.
Yeah.
I did.
I don't remember it.
I actually met the author and got like a book signed once.
Wow.
I know.
A little bit of random Bailey lore in there.
I know. I was in TCC, so it was probably 2015. I went with like a classmate. We went to the library. She's at the Tulsa Library.
What the heck?
Just at an event, and I went and listened to her talk and met her and signed a book. Got a picture with her on my Instagram somewhere.
What the fuck? That is so cool.
I know.
What the heck?
Anyway, that was a long time ago, though.
Yeah.
So I don't remember shit
10 years.
about that book. I remember liking it, but I don't remember anything about it now.
Yeah. I remember liking it too, but I never read the second book. I just read the first one. Because then I think I found out that in the second book, she doesn't end up with the guy that she was, like, going to stay with in If I Stay. And I was so young that I remember being like, what was it all for then? You know, and threw it away.
So you're one of the dramas.
Yeah.
What was it all for? You should have just died, bitch. Like, that's what you're saying.
Like, all that for what?
For what?
For what? Yeah.
The next one was Forbidden Love.
Like some Romeo and Juliet shit?
I'm assuming. Oh. Rude. I
Forbidden
can't think
love?
of anything. Well, sort of.
Like when you can't love somebody?
So.
In what world can you actually not love somebody?
Listen to me. The only book I can think of, which vaguely, is Dream Girl Drama.
Oh.
Haven't read it, though.
But it makes sense.
It's a dude and his stepsister.
Yeah, that would be pretty forbidden.
Pretty forbidden. That's the one I'm like, that's pretty forbidden, you know?
That's pretty forbidden. But
like
I can't.
The other ones are like, silly.
Yeah.
Silly, forbidden. Like, Variation was like,
I can't be with him. He broke my heart.
not even that. Like, the mom didn't approve kind of stupid shit. But, like, that one was, I wouldn't even count that. Not in Love. Forbidden because, like, oh, he fucked over my friend. Whatever. Fuck that shit.
Yeah,
You
fuck
know what I'm
that
saying?
shit.
This one's crazy.
All's fair in love and war, baby.
This one's crazy. Just stepsister. Like that. My friend said it best. She goes, I just wanted to figure out how they got out of their little situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I also want to know how they got out, how they navigated that.
Yeah.
But I haven't read it. That's the only one that comes to mind.
I know. I need to read that because I need to figure out how they navigate that.
Forbidden.
I can't think of like a...
One you've read?
Oh, no. For a second, I thought that maybe like one of my retellings, and I was going through like my retellings. There is one, but she doesn't know how bad he is. It's like he's like trying to kill her daddy type situation.
Like Emily McIntyre books?
Yeah, one of those. And so, Anna Wong, the second Twisted. You know me and my titles. The second Twisted, it's a princess and her bodyguard.
That's bad.
That's forbidden.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
she becomes the throne, and like she's gonna become queen. She wasn't originally. She was second in line. Brother stepped down, so she had to take the throne. But she was in love with her security guard, so that was like a thing. That book took the time span of 3 years. Yes. Bro, I stopped that series after that book because it was a lot. It was a lot. It was so long. But that's the only one that I can think of that was like forbidden.
Mile High, I guess, was forbidden in the sense that
That's a good
that kind
one.
of similar-esque.
Yeah,
like, you
that's
work
a
for
good
him.
one.
And then I guess Flawless. sort of sillily, like the dad was like, "Don't do it."
Yeah, but like in a condescending way.
But she also worked for him. But
yes,
meh, I think those are mild.
Yeah, those are mild. Hey, we came up with some
A lot.
didn't
We really pulled them
out.
out.
Look at us.
You got any more that you can think of, or
no?
you just want to keep going down my list?
Rolodex. No, I like the list. I like the list.
Friend's sibling, a best friend's sibling.
Oh, yeah, like the older brother, like your best friend's older brother. That's like, I think, common in TV shows and movies and such, like the crush type vibe. But I can't think of a book. I think I would like those though, because that kind of is the same as like childhood best friend ones.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that.
You need to read that Carly Fortune book, bitch.
Which one?
This summer will be different.
Oh, is
It's
that
her best friend's younger brother?
Younger brother.
I know.
Wow, that's different.
I know. There's a show, The Kissing Booth, is her best friend's a dude, and it's her best friend's brother.
Yeah.
One Tree Hill. It's her best friend's brother.
The Kissing Booth I'll probably never watch because that actress, for some reason, I despise her and I can't watch anything she's in.
Okay.
That's a reason.
Why do you hate her? Just her face? Joey King?
I just don't like her. I don't know what it is about her, but I just like...
You know nothing about her.
Nothing.
Jay's best friend was Sabrina
Who?
Carpenter.
Is she really?
Yes, Sabrina Carpenter sang at her wedding.
Wow. Good for Joey King.
I know. What a great best friend.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and I mean, she was in that Taylor Swift music video with Taylor Lautner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just... I'll probably never watch that movie.
It's
a
movie.
Is it a movie?
There's just like
There's 3 of them now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a shit ton of them.
Is it Netflix produced?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah. It's on Netflix. I think they
Well,
make it.
Okay. Anyway.
But
The only one I got is This Summer Will Be Different. It's very good.
I'm down
Love
with the trope. For sure.
I really can't think of any more. How unfortunate.
I feel like if we read more YA, we would have more.
I do think it's more of a YA thing. Yeah,
that's definitely a YA trope.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yes.
Obviously, teenage situation.
Hormones.
But yeah, that one was an adult one that was really good. You need to read it. This Summer Will Be Different. We already talked about that.
I think I own it.
Shut up.
You know what we need to do? A reading retreat.
Yeah. Agreed. Where to? Where should we go?
Somewhere cheap.
So here. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we'll stay on Bailey's couch.
Next one, Billionaire Romance. I hate those so far.
Yeah, we read the whole Dreamland Billionaires trilogy. They were mid, like in the sense of billionaire romance. You read the one that you hated.
What? Those are the only 3 I can think of.
No, the one where the guy is like, I'm gonna build this mountain 2 hands.
I didn't even read that shit.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. So you're not sharing an opinion because yes.
Well, I shared it pretty extensively already.
Yes.
Wild Love.
But you hated it. So we're both.
Yeah,
Yeah, having so much money to where you can like, I don't know.
I'm sure it's just part jealousy.
Solve world. That's exactly what it is. I was about to say solve world hunger.
So unrealistic.
And you decide to go shopping in New York on your lunch break. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Like I'm not interested in reading about that. Not interested in reading about that.
It just doesn't even. Which I mean, I guess a lot of people read for the escape and the fantasy.
No,
like,
that's
too much.
It's too close to home.
And it's just sad.
Desire.
So hate that one.
Hate it.
This next one is what I was going to talk about, Wild Love, but it said single dad romance.
Okay, I have not read a single dad romance yet.
I haven't either, other than that one, and I wouldn't consider it, but it considers itself that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't. Because it's a sperm donor baby that shows up on his doorstep as a teenager and is like, can you watch me while my mom's in a inpatient facility?
Yeah.
You're not her daddy.
I don't know. I think because I don't have kids, I wouldn't enjoy it because I don't resonate.
We read the single mom thing, though. Like
the last Dreamland.
Yeah. The final offer, right? Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense. The final offer,
Right. Could be wrong, though.
I don't know. I don't know why. I cannot remember any of those titles.
Shit, was that the first one, though?
No, the first one was...
Fine print.
Thank you.
And then Terms and Conditions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Thank you. So that was a thing. That one had a kid, though, so I could see how a single dad could be appealing. Mm-hmm. Apparently, like that Wild Love series, I think it's called Rose Hill, by Elsie Silver, is like all single dads. That's what someone told me.
Yeah, I'm not interested in it.
Well, I'm not now.
You're like, I already read some of it. I mean, no, yeah, just not.
I just didn't like that first one, and I didn't.
Yeah.
A little bit. But I don't know. I think I would like one, but I just maybe not those.
Yeah.
Who knows, though? Age Gap was one that I had listed. The only thing I can think of is Part of Your World, and
that's what I was thinking of too, was Part of Your World. And I liked that book, but I don't think the age difference mattered to me.
Yeah, I didn't like it for the trope.
Yeah. So
that
like,
one.
I don't have like a daddy complex. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
that one's the other way around.
The other way around. I feel like a lot of the times it's like,
yeah, I have not read one to my knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to read it if the romance is good, but if the age gap is like
all it's about,
I'm not. You know, shoulder shrug.
You think Part of Your World had any other tropes?
Maybe Forbidden, but only on her end. He was down bad from the beginning, you know? No, I think it really probably was just age gap.
I thought of one that it is, but we'll get there. One Night Stand. Apparently that's a trope. She did have a one night stand with him, and then...
Okay, but if it's a one night stand and then it turns into a romance, then it's no longer a one night stand, right?
I'm just saying.
So how is that a trope?
I don't know. That was on the list.
That's weird.
I told you this was a long-ass list.
No, you're right.
And that was the only book I could, like
feel.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Because the romance starts with one night stand rather than...
Oh, no, that wasn't it.
Building.
I was going to say
smart.
Not in Love, but...
I was about to say Not in Love, too, but it didn't end up happening. But that's what the closest thing that I think...
Besides Part of Your World.
Part of Your World, yeah. Because it did start as a one-night stand. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, over there yawning. Get that. Clip that in there.
No.
No, you cut out your yawns, but not ours.
I cut out everything. It embarrasses me.
Not us.
No.
Not us.
Apparently he has a folder full of blackmail material.
That's editing power right there. Yeah.
Rude. Here's the one. Pregnancy trope.
Okay, this one's very controversial out in the bookish community. Very controversial out in the bookish community. Now, one of the books that I'm wondering if this is considered the pregnancy trope that you and I have both read, but it is a plot. Yeah, I'm gonna have to you.
Oh God.
Because it's kind of far along in the book. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Let me think.
Oh my God.
I can hear that, by the way.
You whispered it into the mic. You should have done this. But no, I fucking heard you, but so did everybody else.
I'll bleep it.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Yes.
I told you I didn't like that book.
Oh, well, it's kind of part of the main plot there at the end. Yeah, when the big breakup happens and the big makeup happens. And she's like, hey.
Nope.
And he's like, what? Really? Wow, you just didn't like the book.
Yeah.
You just blanked that out completely. Well, I was going to ask you if that was considered one, but they were together, and then
my assumption
when
is
they were broken up.
From what I've gathered of it is, it's a one night stand. You end up pregnant, and then your guys are like.
So the pregnancy is the catalyst for the relationship.
That's what I believe. Just like the one night stand thing, which I mean, I feel like they're,
maybe they're intertwined a little bit more.
A little bit.
See, I'm not opposed to the pregnancy trope. I'm not opposed to it, but I've also never read it, so I don't know how it is translated.
I own one.
But I know a lot
really
of
want us to do
people
it.
don't like it. Like, they don't like the baby trapping.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, baby does trapping.
Baby does
They
do be trapping.
They do be doing that. Whether you like it or not, it's the majority of them out there. Like, sorry.
Yeah. What's the one you're thinking of? Is it Unknown? Like,
Yeah, Out of the Woods by Out of the Woods, right? Hannah Bonham Young is her name.
What a name.
I mean, I think it's hyphenated. Out on a Limb.
You were so fucking close.
Well, she does have one called Out of the Woods.
Oh, okay.
It just came out this year, but I don't know what that one's about at all. Out on a Limb.
Okay. Yeah, I would be down. I'm not opposed, but I know that in the bookish community it's frowned upon.
Yeah, other than that one, I don't know any of them, so.
Yeah, I mean, me neither. I was going to ask you for verification on one, and you don't even remember it being part of the plot.
So that's good.
That's crazy.
My bad. I just did not like that book, so that's unfortunate. I can't even think of another trope, so we could talk about the book, so. Can you think of any other trope? Oh, God, I can.
Huh.
Well, we'll do it later, so this is more of a surprise. You know? So we don't spoil it.
What? Okay. I'm lost.
I know. The next one, Relationship Coach, was one. Now.
I
got one, boo.
Okay.
God, fuck, I lost it. Hook, line, and sinker.
Huh?
Hook, line, and sinker. Because she asks him to help her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what was that? Like a monkey.
Yeah, I don't know. Hook, line, and sinker, baby.
I have one I liked more than that.
Yes.
Sarah Adams.
Really?
Shocker. Yeah. Her When in Rome series, the second one. Practice Makes Perfect.
Really?
I liked those two in that series. I didn't love the third one, but I think I'll like the fourth one. But the first two are really good. People like the third one. I just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the second one is that she's like asking her sister-in-law's bodyguard to like help her get a man.
And then he ends up being the man?
Hell yeah.
Okay, at first I thought it was a third party, like relation, like a relationship, like counselor, and then being like, actually, let me, Mr. Steel Girl,
No. Kind of, but no.
But no, because the actual romance is rhetorical. It's not yet. I mean, like it's fine.
Yeah, they're not in one at that time.
They're
trying to get into one.
Oh yeah. I'd be down.
Well, you love Hook, Line, and Sinker.
I do.
And that's pretty, I mean, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'm like, right? Isn't that what they did?
Yeah. So which one do I need to read? When in Rome?
When in Rome is the first one, but I think you'd like that one.
Oh, okay.
And then it's very much like part of your world. It reminds me of that one.
Oh, okay.
Also a grumpy sunshine situation. But When in Rome and then Practice Makes Perfect. Sarah Adams.
Perfect.
Yeah. Don't read the cheat sheet.
Oh, yeah, that's the one that you despised.
Right?
Yeah, that's the YA, though, right? The cheat sheet?
Mm-mm.
Which one is the YA that you hated?
I need more. Okay.
I really thought that Sarah Adams was a YA, the cheat sheet.
It's not YA, it's just...
The kiss was the, like, at the end?
That's the... Yeah, it was like the slowest of slow, painful burns.
Is a slow burn a trope?
It wasn't, but it should be.
Slow burn.
Whoa.
I hate a slow burn.
I don't know. That one I hated. But like I said before, Serpent in the Wings of Night.
Oh, but that was enemies to lovers. That wasn't a slow burn.
But it was also... You can be both, motherfucker.
Slow burn's not technically a trope.
I bet the internet would disagree.
Did you hear? Like, I had the SpongeBob blinks just in, like... You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, they're nasty fish eyes.
Slow burn is like subjective to what you think the plot should progress at.
I disagree.
It is a descriptor of books.
Why are you showing everybody
Here
Dais's
it is.
ear?
I'm just itching on me.
You saying I give it something to reveal. She's looking at me crazy right now. She's like, bitch, why you laughing? Whoa. What were we talking about?
Slow burn. If we think it's a trope.
Okay.
I guess that's a question.
I
do.
Yeah, I think it's a trope.
Sorry.
Because you would use, like, this is an enemies to lovers. Mm-hmm. That's just, put it down. This is a slow burn. Like, you'd use it in the same kind of, like, context. Sit. Good girl, you're so cute.
Look it up. Are you gonna?
Yeah.
You don't? Okay.
Serpent in the Wings of Night is a great enemies to lovers, actually. Circling back. Because they're, like, rivals, but then they're not.
So some people think enemies to lovers and rivals to lovers is different.
Oh. No. No.
So that's why, like, when Fourth Wing first came out,
It is
was
only considered a trope in the context of romance.
Yeah, so that's literally what we're talking about.
I'll accept it then.
Yay.
Thank you.
When Fourth Wing first came out, it was marketed as enemies to lovers. And some people were mad about that.
Why?
It's not a true enemy.
The son of the daddy that your mommy killed
Murdered?
in a rebellion? What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I know. So that was a rivals to lovers to them.
Okay, in my book, rivals and enemies are the same.
Enemy does not have to be like fucking
Unless I read,
your
like,
sworn one singular enemy. Like,
yeah,
I feel like if there's just any.
I have an enemy out there, like.
Me too.
Square up.
Mine is not of the opposite
I think a rival.
sex, though, so.
No, I think it's the same. Unless I literally read like 100 books with enemies to lovers and then context them as enemy or rival. Like, in my experience with this trope, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
Oh. Please do.
Ready for it.
Just comment. Another one that was on the list that I've heard of, but I've never read, so I don't really know what the fuck it even means, honestly. Bully romance. Have you heard that?
Oh, I'm sure that's
It's like your bully, like your high school bully.
Yeah, that's probably like a dark romance trope, and we don't really read dark romance.
So the Zodiac Academy, I've heard, is that.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. From what I know of the Zodiac Academy, which is very little.
Yeah, I was like, I know nothing. So
That does make sense.
that's the only one I've sort of seen.
Yeah, but
So I don't know.
yeah, that's got to be some dark romance shit, because if you're into your bully, like he's literally like considered a bully, you're weird. Or he's unbalanced, Mm-hmm. Yeah. I haven't read anything that I would consider that, but I don't think that would be something that I would enjoy.
I would try it.
Yeah.
I would like to maybe one day read Zodiac Academy. It's just fucking huge.
Right? That's like how many books?
A lot.
Courtney,
look it up.
Katie, is that one
Did
of the
they
ones
read
y'all
it?
watch? Yeah,
Watch.
read. Is that one of the ones y'all read? Let me know.
You could comment. Y'all don't do that enough. I'm just going to action everybody to start personally outing somebody who I know watches and doesn't comment. So
I feel
they
like
commented on Variation, but that's about it.
did they?
One of them did, I think. But
Love it. They texted me about it.
y'all, stop doing that. People be doing that.
I know. Comment down below.
You stinkers.
Comment down below.
Okay. What the fuck?
I think that is one of the ones that they've read, though. I want to say that is.
There's like 2 or 3 spin-off series too,
Wow.
I think. So I'm like, God damn.
Would Damon from Vampire Diaries be considered a bully? That's a good love triangle.
Well, yeah, we talked about that extensively on the first one. Yeah. So this says there's a 0.6, but I don't know. Wait, I don't know. No, that's not even the same. What the fuck? So there's a book, like at 0.5, it says like Origins of an Academy Bully. I don't know. So if we want to consider that prequel or whatever. And then there's book 1, 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5. But that one looks like a weird cover.
Sometimes Goodreads
6,
covers are just
7,
weird.
8, 8.5.
If it's over 7,
9.
it's extensive.
Yeah.
I meant
and
to
then,
say
like I said, I think there's at least 2
excessive.
spinoff.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's so many. Maybe,
I mean, there's like a difference between like someone who gives you a hard time and like a bully. So like right now I'm thinking of like, I haven't read all of ACOTAR, but I know that like Cassian and Nesta, right? Mm-hmm. So like Cassian.
Oh, she's a bully. I'm like, okay, Cassian's an angel.
He's an angel. She's kind of like a bully, right? Is she a bully? Is that what we're considering?
She's a bitch.
Or is it full on like a jerk, you know? So I'm interested. I'm interested on the explanation of that one a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Because that doesn't make sense to me.
So you'd be into one versus the other?
I don't know. Like if it's like someone who's literally like pushing you up against the lockers at school.
Like, is your draw the line physical?
I think my draw the line is physical bullying. If you have caused physical harm in any way and then there's a romance that's like, that's weird to me. But if it's like someone kind of poking fun at you, but meaning it in good, like good humor, different. But Nesta was a bitch. So I don't know.
What if they're like bully to other people?
See, I can't date like a mean person, you know, like if they're like mean, you know?
The only one I can think of is Nathan Scott on One Tree Hill.
Oh, is he mean?
In the beginning, yeah. But I would marry him. So I don't know. The next one, Escort. Have you ever read one?
No. That's like a...
Actually, well... So kind of like what they did in Love Theoretically. She was just an escort to his brother. But like imagine that, but like that is the guy she ended up dating. So the only one I can think of is The Kiss Quotient.
I haven't read that yet.
I know.
Oh, because doesn't he like kind of pay her to be...
No, otherwise she pays him.
She pays him to be the fake
Boyfriend.
So is that dating? Is that fake dating? Or is it escorting?
One, he does it like as a job.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you rando over there. Like I think it was like a hired.
Oh, heard.
And she wants to.
There's the differentiation. Okay.
She's never had a boyfriend.
Oh, no, I'd be down for that.
I loved that.
I think
my friend
I'd be
didn't
down.
like it. My friend Morgan didn't like it, but I want you to try it.
Yeah.
But I think I've said this several times, but that was my first like steamy romance book. That's why I have a fond.
Yeah, you always remember your first.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good or bad. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should read that book. That's the only one I can think of. But if y'all have read some other like escorty ones or something like that,
I think I would be down for something like that.
I feel like that's pretty.
I feel
niche.
like that's also kind of like the teacher one that we were talking about, like the relationship advice. It's kind of like you could
I was
kind of
just thinking that too. Like I don't know if that one would qualify as a.
Like if it's like I'm
coach.
hiring you to pretend and to teach, you know. I feel like they could intertwine very easily.
Because that one, or at least in Love Theoretically, she was hired to like get his family off his back. So that'd be interesting, like that premise. But then they like end up dating, for real, for real,
For real, for real.
I think that was part of The Kiss Quotient. Like her mom was being annoying, but also she wanted him to like help a girl out and teach her how to date. In this list, they had a bunch of different like variations. So I just put like any atypical coupling.
Oh, okay.
Have you read any at all?
Coupling?
Like female, female, male, male? Like not a female, male? No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've read some. I mean, the Song of Achilles is technically.
Yeah.
But no, it's not where my attention is drawn. It's not that I'm not into queer books. It's just not where it's not my demographic.
The only one I can think of is that I read at all, I think, is Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Yeah.
I loved that one.
Yeah, and that is one that I do want to read, especially because it came a TV show, and then it was still popular after. You know, like,
it was so good.
People still loved it after. Yeah. And also the cast is just gorgeous in that. Like, they were beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think
I've read any.
And then, of course, More Than Two. So.
Not into that.
Have you tried it?
No, but speaking as Kate, I just don't think I think I'd be overwhelmed.
You probably would.
Yeah.
I'm not saying fucking 50 people, bro.
I know, but there's already so much to, like, you know, so much is going on already. You really would need to add another body into this mix, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot. It's just a lot.
I've only read the one, and it was 3 people, obviously. So.
Yeah, see, it just makes me
male, female. Whoa.
I can't even, like, yeah. It's just so outside of my comfort zone that, like, I don't think I could.
I think the funniest part is I went into it not knowing that's what I was about to read.
Oh my gosh, I know. I can't believe someone set you up like that. Like, that's craziness.
But
you said, oh my God.
I enjoyed it. I haven't read another one, though, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Friends with Benefits.
Oh.
Would you... I can't even think of one.
I mean, I can think of it when it comes to, like, you know what it is. So, like, if given a book and they're like, oh, yeah, it's a Friends with Benefits, I'm going to be like, fuck yeah, give me that shit. You know what I mean? But I can't think of a title of a Friends with Benefits that I've read. But I would be down.
I'm really trying to think here. Even a movie? Anyone? Friends with Benefits.
Yeah, Friends with Benefits.
Hello.
I mean,
Hello.
Would you consider Not in Love?
No.
Because they're not friends?
Correct.
Enemies with Benefits?
Then the other one, No Strings Attached. That one was good. That was a good movie. So yeah, I guess I like it.
Yeah, because it always
they
ends up
friends?
with them happy. You know what I
True.
mean?
Well,
Like, it always ends
obviously.
up with them together. So you still know how it's going to go.
Yeah. I can't think of really any books even, actually.
Yeah.
A Roommate? That was one. Roommate romance.
That sounds messy. Would Happy Place be considered? Because they met?
Maybe.
I mean, they lived together.
Yeah, they were college roommates, maybe.
Yeah.
There's literally a romance book out there called The Roommates. I'm pretty sure. I haven't read it. But, you know, that one. And then, funny story, kind of.
Oh, really?
I would say. Yeah, The Roommate is a book. So, I think there's one called The Flat Share, too, or something. Where they, like, I just put slat fair instead of flat share.
Slat pair.
I might pull up something you don't want to see.
It's
Yeah.
on Goodreads, so hopefully we were... God, I still did. I did slat again. What the fuck?
Yeah, and Goodreads is not, like, good at the predictive text.
No, the flat share. So they, like...
It's because they suck. Go Fable.
Well, they suck on the
Sponsor
website,
it.
so honestly...
Sponsor me.
This one is about 2 people who, like, they share a flat with one bed. One works nights and one works days. So they literally, like, never see each other and, like, sleep in the same bed, it looks like. That's creepy.
That's a no-go for Kate.
It's a 3.99 rating
What?
romance book.
What? 3.99? Wow.
Yeah.
That's a no from me, dog.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like the bed sharing part. Like, not the flat.
You
Like,
change your sheets every day?
probably not.
Yeah, you sure that motherfucker
I mean, I'm gonna be
showered? You ain't sure that motherfucker showered?
That's what I'm saying.
Not interested.
I don't know.
No. Too many
Would that be
variables.
considered a one bed? No, I was kidding. You ain't never got a day off. Like, this says they've never met.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that too many, like, holes in that plot line. You never have a day off. You never get to sleep in. You never go home sick from work. Like, what? I want to read that book just so I can tear it apart. Just so I can
see what the fuck.
Just so I can see what the fuck.
Okay. That's all I got.
Flat share?
Yeah, the flat share.
The flat share.
Next one, love letters.
I love love letters. I love love letters. I love letters.
I like them in real life, but I fucking hate them in books. Apparently. I've only read 2.
Me too.
I mean, I guess Dear John. Would you count that? Not the song. The Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah, I would count it.
Because I mentioned it earlier. So.
Yes.
I read that in high school and liked it. Fuck, I may have read that in middle school, which is kind of crazy.
Love letters.
Think about me,
yeah.
We talk about all the time, like, oh, should young people be reading that book as I'm, like, fucking reading Nicholas Sparks as a middle schooler?
Yeah, I remember one scene very vividly and being like, I should not be reading this. Like, shit.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but
I read a lot of Nicholas Sparks.
Me too. I would, one sitting bust through those shit.
I would not, but...
Yeah, no, I love Nicholas Sparks books. Yeah.
Love letters. Talk about them. Go.
Love
Not
letters.
a fan,
Okay,
go.
listen. I love letters because with declarations of love, sometimes it's easier to put it all down, and it's better than a text because a text is type, delete, type, delete.
Mm-hmm.
A love letter is so intentional. It's so intentional. So when exchanging, you get all of your thoughts out in one. And then also in responding to letters, you have the original thing to go back and make sure that all of the points are hit. All the points are hit. And you can learn a lot from a person in the language that they use when they have a limited amount of space. You know, the intentional words that they use, you can learn a lot from a person. I love letters. Secretly Yours was love letter. It was a anonymous love letter to begin with. I loved that even more because there's no stakes. You know, you can literally put your whole being into it because motherfucker don't know who you are.
Yeah.
So it's releasing. It's good for the person who's writing the love letter. I feel like it's more for them than almost it is for the person receiving the letter. Yours truly, Abby Jimenez. Loved the love letters in that. Oh, but they weren't love letters. They were just letters back and forth. And it, became something. Oh, love it. Love it. Recommendations down below.
I know. I can't think of any others. I mean, those are the only 2 I think I've read as well. But
Yeah.
and I didn't like either of them, so that's cute. I don't know if it's because of the letters or because of other things. So
I mean, yeah, because I liked both of those. I mean, Secretly Yours, I liked. Would I read it again? No. Would I probably still recommend it to somebody, though? Yeah, you're looking for a fluffy romance that means nothing? Go on. You like knees? I got the perfect one for you, baby.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Specific
Yeah.
knees.
Knees.
One of the least sexy body parts.
Hey, it's got to
Not to
tickle
him.
somebody's fancy.
Clearly. Keeping that in. Sports romance.
Yeah, we know we love a sports
Hobby,
romance.
yeah.
Love a sports
Hockey,
romance.
great. Apparently golf, great.
Yeah.
Sign me up, honestly, for any of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've actually read any others, but...
Icebreaker?
No, I know. I meant any other sport.
Oh, heard.
We've read a hockey romance on here.
Yeah, we have read and a basketball romance, technically, right? Is that what he played? Basketball? No, that was the brother. See, that's how much I didn't like that book. I forgot what they even paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He played hockey, yeah.
He played hockey.
The next one will be basketball, so I have not read a basketball,
Yeah.
but I think I'd like it.
I think I like the sports romance
I'd like
because it's
anything.
also a little bit of the public eye. One, the man's bad, or whoever is the athlete, they bad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, the physical attributes are nice. But also
True.
there's a little bit higher stakes in a sports romance because it's in the public view. So there's different kinds of pressure that I would never experience. I'm never worried about what Aaron walking out on the street's going to do for paparazzi. You know what I mean? So it's
You're safe.
it's something a little different. I think I like sports romance. The little dip into it that we've taken, I've liked.
Have you ever read a musician?
Wreck the Halls. I guess they're not musicians, are they? Man,
Are they? No.
is he?
Their parents were.
Their parents were. That's why I'm thinking that. I don't think
I
I,
was
have.
what?
The one with Melody and...
They weren't, though.
But
They weren't.
they weren't.
Oh.
But that's what I was just
That's what we
saying.
were
Yeah,
just
Wreck
saying.
the Halls.
Daisy Jones. It's a kind of a love story.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that one, Daisy Jones, if you would consider that as like a musician.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's romance. Not a typical romance, though. Mm-hmm. I don't know how I would describe it.
Chaos.
Yeah, incarnate, yeah. Love triangle, maybe. A little bit.
A little.
So,
yeah. Sports romance. I'm down.
The new, so, Fangirl Down, golf, Au Pair Affair, hockey. The next one's hockey.
Yeah, but she also does something, right? Oh, she's a harpist, right?
I guess she's a musician, yeah. She plays the harp. And then the fourth one's going to be baseball. So I don't think I've read a baseball.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, haven't we read a baseball? There is a scene in one of the books that we've read in a dugout.
Twilight? No, I'm just kidding.
In a dugout. They're like, have we read that? Yeah.
It's a storm shelter.
I think you're thinking of Fangirl Down.
No. It's in a baseball something. I've read something where they... I'm going to have to think on that.
I don't think so, dude. The fourth Tessa Bailey novel in her Big Shots series is called Picture Perfect.
Picture Perfect?
Picture.
Cute.
Yeah. And apparently the fifth one, the title's already been announced on Goodreads, so that's upsetting. Didn't know that. That one's called Catcher, If You Can.
Catcher If You Can. She's going to have 5 in this?
I think she's even going to have basketball. I've seen her talk about basketball, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
Wow.
I thought I saw her talk about it once on one of her stories, but...
Yeah, because she does, like, funny stories.
Yeah. So, the baseball one comes out sometime this year. June, July, August, something like that. September, maybe.
Wow.
Catcher one says 2026. I already has 5 stars on Goodreads. God, I hate people.
My gosh.
I hate you people.
Yeah.
Stop it.
They should turn that off. Until publication date.
Dream Girl drama so far of the big shots to the top 3 has the lowest rating.
No.
3.5. Au Pair has 3.6 and Fangirl Down has 3.8.
Interesting.
I know. So there's baseball. No basketball.
Yeah.
I guess that one book will be, though. The Second Mile High. Mm-hmm. Can't think of it at this time. Mm-mm. I just put dark romance as a singular trope, even though that Reddit list had it all kinds of spaced out, and I was like, nah, dog. Haven't read any of them, so.
Dark romance does have, like, a it's its own thing, and it also has its own subsections. So, like...
Stalker.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Stalker is one, like... I don't know.
I'm sure kidnapper. Sure.
Yeah, just, like... I mean, I've read...
Stockholm.
2 of the Twisted series by Anna Wong. One of them, he's dark. Like a mobster, kind of. And then...
This series is not what I thought it was, I guess. That's crazy.
And then I've read some the Emily McIntyres are retellings, and those are all dark romances because there's, like, murder and, like, drugs and, like, really explicit, not sexy sex scenes. Like, just, like... Okay, huh? No, not like, but just stuff that's like, whoa, that's so outside of my breadth of like intrigue that it's like a lot. So, yeah, I don't know my opinion because some of it I like, but is it actually dark romance or is it just tiptoeing the line into? It's not a normal contemporary. It's a little bit darker, but is it dark romance? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I like, whatever the one I'm thinking of, the Stalker one. Mm-hmm. I would never, that's dark romance. Do you know what I mean?
Haunting Adeline.
That's it. Yeah, that's dark. Mm-hmm. Not for me.
That was Stalker.
Yeah.
It's a no-go.
No-go. But, like, he killed a few people. I can look past that. In literature.
Oh, yeah. Always got to specify.
In literature.
The Butcher and Blackbird, I think, is... Some people say it is, but
It is considered.
I think it's kind of like...
See,
what
that's
you
kind
said
of
is like contemporary up.
It's not contemporary.
But it's just like one notch above.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah. So some of the dark romances...
It's just because she's a murderous people.
Yeah.
They both do.
Yeah. It's a little dark. It's a little dark.
Yeah.
But is it a dark romance?
I don't think so.
The romance is still the romance. The romance, that's what it is. The romance still has to be a romance. Like, it makes sense. Not like somebody's got a little something wrong. A few screws loose. Like, you should not be interested in that, babe, you know?
You think that's a dark romance? The screws loose?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where the threat... Actually, you know what? I really can't tell. Some of the Emily McIntyre retellings are dark.
Okay.
But they're good. I recommend.
So you like it?
I think I like it.
Okay,
But
damn.
I feel
You're
shame.
tiptoeing the fuck around that.
I feel
Word.
a little shame about it. You know?
Yeah, I haven't read them, so I don't know, but that's okay. Would you like me to move on?
Yes.
The only last one I have is cheating.
No. Just
Says
kidding.
you when your favorite book has it.
Yeah. It really depends on context. It really depends on context. Listen. Did what she did was right? No. Did it progress the storyline? Yeah. But do I like it? No. Will I pick up a book with it being marketed as like a... That's not a trope. Is cheating a trope?
I don't know. It was on the list.
I don't consider that a trope.
Okay.
But I'm not opposed to reading books where characters cheat in them. It's what they do after that I think makes the book. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
People are people.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to reading it with it.
I'm not opposed to reading, like, I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah.
But, like,
Not
humanity
like,
is skewed, you
Yeah.
know? Like, we suck.
Amen.
So, I want it to be realistic. But, that's a weird one.
Yeah. Okay, that was the last one I had. Do you have like a top 3?
Yeah, enemies to lovers.
Okay.
Fave, maybe. One bed. Love it. I like the typical ones, like the really popular ones. I don't like any of the weird niche ones. But, yeah, enemies to lovers, second chance, and one bed. Second chance may be my favorite.
I think it is your favorite.
I think it is my favorite. And then enemies to lovers I really like. Or rivals to lovers, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I really like that one too. I think that would probably be top.
Yeah. And then one bed. One bed's just funny. It's always just funny if they don't call it out.
If they don't call it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rivals or enemies or whatever.
Yeah, I lump them together. I
I've
guess.
only read one, I think, of the friend, but I do really like it. Like the friend's sibling. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess sports. I like a sports romance. I've read a lot of them.
You have. I feel like just
and there's
recently
a lot
too.
more.
Yeah, like
there.
it's a whole. That actually is like a trope. Like that's like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not picky on my sport though.
Yeah, I don't play a sport, so I'm not picky at it. You know what would be good? A rugby one. I want to read about a rugby romance.
Binding 13.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure they play rugby. It's in Ireland, I think. I don't know where it's at, but it's not here. Where there's no rugby.
There's rugby. Right?
Yeah, but not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what happens, obviously. Anyway. Do you know what we're reading next time? Probably not. I texted you about it the other day.
I think so. It's a Carly Fortune, right?
Yes.
The one that's coming out in next month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, One Golden Summer.
You did it.
Oh my god, I did it! One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune is the next book that we're going to be covering. We're really excited because we're actually trying to get like ahead of the game with this one, like getting it, reading it, recording it. So it'll be actually out like probably when the rest of y'all are reading it. So
Not years later.
mark your calendars because it's going to be exciting. I'm really, really excited for it.
It's the sequel to Every Summer After, so.
Yeah.
Which we've obviously read, so.
And loved.
Of course.
Yes.
And it's Charlie.
I'm very excited for it.
As an adult, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
I think so. So very excited for that.
That's all we got.
Thank you so much for watching, listening, and following us at Our Book Boyfriends podcast on Instagram. We gave you plenty of things to comment and recommend on. We are actually going to read through and look at all of them. So please, please, please do. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.
Bye.